Yes. Warm Oklahoma, don't tell me. Well, how warm is Oklahoma? It's really cold here, isn't it? Yeah, it's gloomy. It outside right now looks like 6:30 at night. Right? Well, I mean because the time change. Maui, somebody's in Maui. Let's go. Let's go. We could give her a private lesson, right? Yeah, Oklahoma, another LJ, Georgia. Wonderful. All right. So I'm at the point. Okay, so this is what I'm going to show you how to make today. Okay, a snow globe ornament. Okay. And what made me want to do this? I don't even know. You know, I'm always looking at things and going, we can make that, we can make that. And I think on their instructions, you put a picture of what like inspired me. There was this cute drawing of snow globes, and I kind of looked at it and went, we can make that, but I made it easier for you. Okay, so not only did Kate post the directions, but I created the snow globe line drawing artwork. So you don't have to make it. I'm going to show you how I made it, but that alone took an hour to make, and so I thought I'm going to just give you that. So, but this is also going to be in our Christmas Ultimate Christmas Project Bundle. You're not only going to get the artwork to do it on a flash drive, but you're also going to get the designs all digitized. So all you have to do is make it. So, and also in the Ultimate Christmas Bundle, you're going to get the snowflakes, you're going to get vinyl, you're going to get all kinds of things. So here, yeah, friend, it's cold, snowy. It's a snow rain mix today here. Yes, but I'm right at the point. I thought I wanted to make part of it, and I'm right at the point where I'm putting my little snowflakes on, okay? And then I'm going to cover it with the vinyl, and I'm going to get my Kimberpell paper tape dispenser and tape that in place. Okay. We'll be trimming it, but I didn't want this vinyl to move, especially because then my snowflakes might fall out. So this is where I am right now. I'll walk you through everything. Do you think, Kate, I should start out sewing this, or I could walk them through it?
Let's walk them through first.
Yeah, at the end, we'll walk them through every step. Okay, all right, okay, but isn't it looking really cute, right? And but I'm going to show you how to design it yourself. Now remember, I did show you how to take a design and change the fancy fill. So that's something you could do too. We'll go over that again because that was kind of getting advanced. So I'm sitting there figuring this out. So, I did number it. Okay, so what I did on the papers is I first jot down the steps I'm going to need. Do I remember them all? No, because I went back like 3 times because I forgot when to add the fancy fill. I forgot to tack down the backing. I forgot to put a hole for hanging it. So I had to keep going back and inserting. But this is how I start out. Okay, so to try to make sure I have all the steps. There's a lot of steps in this. So, okay, and so the first page is getting the artwork ready. And then you will see where I start the numbering. That's where you're going to start. You're going to get the artwork off of our website, and then you're going to start with step 1. But I'm going to show you real quick how I did that, and I'm going to talk you through it because I don't want to take an hour to do it. I want to get into the designing, the applying the stitches, putting the fancy fill stitches in. As I was designing it, it's like I was going, everything looks better with a fancy fill on it, doesn't it? Everything. Like, can you imagine how that would look without the fancy fill? Like, look at how pretty that is with it, right? So everything looks better with a fancy fill. So, okay. So let's go over to the machine and we'll get started. And just remember, I want you to learn this, but if you want to go easy on yourself, you can buy our Ultimate Christmas Bundle. Okay. All right. So I am finished stitching. Okay, so I guess I'm on step 14. So, okay, so I'm just going to say, okay. Okay, and I better save this. I know I saved it, but I think I saved it on a flash drive. So save and save it on the machine.
What size hoop are you using?
I am using a 6x10. 6x10, and I mean, you could use your bigger hoops, but what happens often when you only hoop the stabilizer, if you're in a big hoop, that stabilizer might loosen. And so that's why I designed it so it would fit in a 6x10 hoop, so we could do 2 of them. So Kate, can they see the screen right now?
Yes.
Okay, so I have one of them positioned there, and I was going to do another one, but change the fancy fill. So maybe the one we designed today will have a different fancy fill. Okay, all right, so, and, oh, Kate, I forgot to tell you to show them this, but I had a mouse, and it just wasn't working, and so you have to get our Logitech mouse. There's certain ones that work good. The one that I was working with earlier today, it like moved too fast. I couldn't get it to move to the right spot. So the one we sell is the good one. Okay, now I'm going to peek around because I didn't realize I didn't have this plugged in. So you're going to see the back of my head for a second. Okay, take the flash drive out, put it in. I'm going to try to do most of it touching the screen. So because you know that when I hover my mouse over a button, the words come up, which I think is wonderful. But then someone pointed out that the words are coming up. They don't know what I'm doing. Look at how, like, as I'm talking, I seem to move it. So it's no good. It's no good to show you with the mouse. But there's some times when I have to have a mouse. Okay, so I am going to show you how I designed the snow globe. So, and it's just, I found a picture on the internet that looked really easy to do. And I thought, I know we can do it. And okay, so I'm going to go home. I already saved this, so home and okay. So I'll be able to go back to it. Okay, open IQ Designer. So IQ Designer or My Design Center. So it's called IQ Designer on the Baby Lock and My Design Center on the Brother. And they're both exactly the same. There's features on the Brother that the Baby Lock doesn't have, and like there's their exclusive script font on the Baby. They have different designs built in. So if you ask me, you need one of each, right? Right, Kate? Right. Okay. Now I can see that round light. Is that? They see it, or they're okay? Like I see the reflection of the round light, but they're good. Okay. All right. Okay, so I opened IQ Designer. Now, I wanted to go in and pick my my hoop size so I knew where to place everything and I knew how big it needed to be. So that's why I have the outline of the hoop. So let's just go in there right now into settings and then, frame size. So here, frame size, and I wanted it to be a 6x10. I don't see it, so let's scroll up. Here it is, 6 1/4 by 10 1/4, and okay. All right, so now I'm going to go into the shapes. So I can see that word there, which means my mouse is in the way. Shapes is the circle and the square. So shapes, 01, the square. All right, why am I getting a square? Well, I wanted 2 and a hooping, so I didn't want it to be more than 5 inches wide because it's going 6 1/4 by 10 1/4. So I didn't want it any bigger than 6 by 5. And I thought, how am I going to judge that? So I'm going to put a square in there just to help me in the very beginning. So I pick the square and okay. Go to my size key. So size right here. So size with the 2 arrows. Go to the keypad. And I'm going to set it 6-inch set and then 5-inch set. All right, then okay. So that's how big I want it. I have the hoop there. just for reference, you know, when I go to rotate and things. Okay, so now I'm going to get the shapes again. So shapes, then the circle, which is 11. Pick the circle. Okay. Go to the size. So see how big it is. I'm going to go to size, select the keypad. And I thought, I was just guessing, you know, so I just went, I'm going to start out at 4.5 set by 4.5, 4.5 set. Okay, and I looked and went, okay, that fits in there. That looks good. Now I'm going to take it to okay. I'm going to press that size button because I want to move that up to the top of that square. So, okay, I'm going to move it up a little farther. There. So I made it 6 inches tall. I could go up just a hair more. I think that's good. I think that's good right there. So move it up so it almost touches the rectangle. Then I'm going to go into shapes again. So first press OK, then press the shapes. And then I was going to pick a triangle, and I thought, no, I like this rounded triangle. So that's number 10, the rounded triangle, and OK. Now the size. So see how it's coming out over my 5 by 6 block. So it's too big. So size, and then I'm going to shrink it down until it almost touches the rectangle. So I'm just going to hold it in, and I can see that red box. And I ended up, so this one's fine. Like this one is 4.23 by 4.76. So I ended up, you know, somewhere around 4.25 or a little less than 4.25 by 4.75. All right. Now, so I'm going to move this down, okay, as far as I can get it to go without being outside that box. Okay, so I'm going to go down. The farther down you get, the more of the base fabric you will see. I'm feeling good, but it's like really close there. I bumped it up one more. Okay, I need another one of these because I wanted a band at the bottom because, right, this is not looking good, right? So I want to copy that. So I'm going to say, okay, I need another one. So I'm going to copy it. Right here is my copy button. I wonder what they call that. They call it duplicate button. Okay, oop. Okay, so I'm going to copy it. There, I need to move it right on top of the other one. So I'm going to go and to the size button, because then I have my move buttons. And then I'm going to center it. That's going to put, you know, one on top of the other, but then I have to move it down. So I'm going to move it down. And I think I'm going to zoom in to 200. Oh, I can see much better now. So I am going to, and I'm kind of liking that shape right there. Okay, so this is where I'm looking. I'm looking at this band at the bottom. Okay, and I like that. I think I'm going to try moving it up a little bit. But then that's smaller. And I said, that's where you could personalize it with the date or someone's name. So I think down is a little bit better. So I'm kind of looking at all of that. All right, now erase all the lines you don't need. And you know what you don't need? There's a ton you don't need. And so what I'm going to do is click on the eraser. And I'm going to click up here to see how big my eraser is. That's pretty big. So I'm going to just make it a little smaller. I think I'll go down and make my eraser like a size 7. And see what I have to do. I want to keep this line, keep that line. Keep this one, but I got to get rid of that one. Oh, so I'm going to zoom in. Now, you don't need to do this because I did all this for you and it's on our website. Okay, so I don't need that line. So I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to click on this line and get as close as I can without breaking a hole in. Oh, that was pretty good. There's still a teeny tiny dot. I think I'm going to go to 800. There we go. So see how much time that takes. And I thought that's going to take an hour, right? Okay, so here, now I'll pan and I'll go to the bottom and then I'll do the same thing. Oh, I have to select the eraser. And then I'll see, you have to have a mouse to do this. Even if you tried to do it with your stylus gets in the way. So here's my stylus, and I'll take this off. And right, I can't see where it's going. So I do much better with a mouse. So there are times where I grab the stylus, but most of the time I like a mouse. So again, I'm going to click out here and then bring my dot in. And oh, I kept it, but that looks good. Like there's no hole in it. Okay. And remember how we test for a hole. So let's go back to 200% so I can see everything. Then I'm going to go to my magic wand at the bottom, magic wand, select that line, and then cut it away. But I have to do that everywhere. Doesn't it look like there's a hole right there? Let's check it. Okay, 400. Yeah, I did. I knocked a hole. I didn't even realize I did that. See, that's no good because if I go to fill that with a fancy fill, like let's just go real quick and pick a fancy fill just so you could see. Select. And we'll just pick any fancy fill just to try this out. Okay. And if I go to fill this, oh, I didn't pick fill bucket, fill it, and see everything gets filled. So you get the idea. So that's why I just decided that I would give you this. So you will get the artwork. So we're going to clear this away because nobody needs to do that, but I just wanted to show you how I designed it. Okay, and so we're going to go into IQ Designer. You're going to have your designs on a flash drive, and I am not sure which flash drive, and I just took one out to take the mouse out, but I am going to go the pocket with the arrow pointing out, and I'll pick the flash drive, the B pocket. So right there, you need those three shapes. So what I had to do is I had to erase all the lines I didn't need. I had to erase everything but the wider part of the base. I had to erase everything but the base. And guess what, Kate? They need one more thing. They need the circle. I'll have to go back in and do that one when it comes time for that one. Okay. All right. So first one we're going to do is get the whole snow globe. And okay, then line properties, straight stitch. So all I need is a placement line. So straight stitch, red, okay. Then I'm on my next page, so I'm on step number 7. And then line bucket, click on the line to make everything turn red. So click on the line. And see everything turned red. I think I'm going to zoom in to 200 because you'll be able to see what I'm doing better. So see, I pressed it only one time and everything turned red because everything's connected. On the one I was starting for you, I somehow knocked a hole in that one. So that one was no good anyhow. All right. So line bucket, and you told it straight stitch. So that is going to be the placement line for the stiff stabilizer. So today we're using the Kimberbell brand, and we'll be telling you about that. So, all right. So now you're going to click on next. And this is a new feature on the Radiance and the Avenir. We can turn off the double stitching. It kind of adds a lot of steps because we turn it off like 5 or 6 times. But when you go to sew, you don't have to watch it sew it twice. It'll only do it once. So we're going to go on that on button, turn it off, and okay. So it doesn't turn it off. It just means it's just going to sew it one time instead of going over twice. So set. Okay. We don't need to save it because we already have that saved. Okay, then edit. So go to edit, then copy. So copy. Now, see how they're not on top of each other? So you need to press the move button with the 4 arrows, center it, It's looking okay, but it's still off. So I need to press select center. I have two things on the screen, so I only needed to do that twice. But right now, because I pressed center, then select, it selected the first one I put down and centered that. Now both of them are right on top of each other, and that's exactly what we want to see. So now I have the placement line for the stiff stabilizer and then the tack down for the stiff stabilizer. So we need to add. So we're going to press OK, add. What do we need to add? What do we need next? We need to sew down all of our applique fabrics. So we're going to go to IQ Designer or My Design Center, pocket with the arrow pointing out at the top. Okay, now it's on my flash drive, so I don't see it here. It's on my flash drive. So I'm going to select the flash drive, the B pocket. Then I had to say to myself, what do I want it to sew first? And I thought that main part of the base, the bigger piece, then I was going to put the band at the bottom. So first one is the main piece, then OK, then line properties. So this is it. So these buttons up here tell you, you can tell it how you want it to sew out the outlines. These buttons here are fills or fill properties, and you tell it what you want to fill that area with. So we're just going to tack down our fabric. So I'm going to go to line properties, straight stitch. I'm on step 29, green. Pick a bright color. They're easier to see. Oh, didn't work. See, it's still black there. Press it again. Now I know I selected it because it's green there. Then OK. Now line bucket. Hope I'm not going too fast, but they can. This will be on our site for you to go over again. So line bucket. Click on the line to turn it green. So just touch it. And I got that beep that told me I did it right. If I pressed it in the wrong spot or I press it again, it's going to give me that knock knock sound. Okay, so line bucket, and I clicked on the line to turn it green. Now next, down at the bottom. So if you have a Radiance and Avenir, you're going to press the on button and turn it off because we only want it to go around once. And then OK. Now set, OK. Is it in the right spot? You know, it looks pretty good, but let's zoom in. So I'm going to go from 100 to 200. Oh, I can see that green line. I can see it down below too. So I am going to go to Edit, Move, so I can get to the arrows. I don't do good touching it and moving it. I usually move it farther away from where I want it. So I do better pressing the move button and then getting to the arrows. And I'm watching it. And I want to see that green line disappear. So it was 2 down. See how you could see the green? I went 2 up. Let's go 1 more up. Well, that's looking pretty good. I think the 1 down is better. Now I'm looking good here and here. Let's move it 1 to the right. Oh, that's even better. I can see that it's. But if I had left it the way it was, left to right, it was only like a 1/10 of a millimeter off. So the satin stitch would have covered it anyhow. But that's why we're centering everything, because we don't want something to be off center and then have the satin stitch at the very end not cover it. Okay. So, all right, so we moved it right on top of the placement line. So we're going to press OK, then add. So what do we need to do next? That band at the bottom. That's what I want to sew down next. So add, IQ Designer or My Design Center, pocket with the arrow pointing out, the band. So remember, mine's on my flash drive, so I have to press my flash drive, and then the B pocket. Kate, we got to tell them about our flash drives. Our little gold flash drives, the machine always recognizes these. So there's some flash drives out there that you have to turn off the machine, put the flash drive in, and then turn on the machine. And so everybody needs our gold flash drives. We should probably sell them to them. We always put a cute charm on them too. But you'll get one in your ultimate bundle, your Christmas bundle. And those of you that ordered the fall bundle, you get one in your fall bundle. So, okay, so we want to select the band at the bottom. Then, okay. There it is. Now, how do I want to sew this one out? I want to tack down my fabric. So I'm going to go to, I'm on number 46, line properties. So it was the piece of paper with the line below it, straight stitch, blue. I don't pick a dark blue, like a brighter blue. I can see I picked the blue because it's in that block now. Okay. Line bucket. I can see I selected that because it's highlighted now. I can see my blue in the window here. I see my straight stitch, so everything's correct. I'm just going to touch that line, and it turned it blue. If you don't hit it in the right spot, just hit it again. If you hit it again and again, it's like, I bet you didn't hit line bucket. So look again and make sure you have line bucket selected. Okay, now you are going, but guess what? Wherever you pressed it without line bucket on, there's going to be these dots on your screen. So just make sure you press that line bucket. Be real careful. All right. So we're going to press next since we turned it blue. There it is. And then under sewing, it's on, and I want to turn it off. I'm not worrying about the stitch length. This is stitch length. Later on, I do. But for these fabrics, I don't worry about it. So I'm good there. I turned it off. Set. It's kind of warning you, did you save that shape? Did you just make that shape and you didn't save it? Well, we have it saved, so don't worry about saving. So, okay. Now, let's take a look. I need to zoom in, so I'm at 100. Let's go to 200, and I can see the blue. I can see the blue, so it looks to me like the blue needs to move up. Edit. Press the move button, which is this button with the 4 arrows pointing out. And then I'm just going to move it up. I did 2. That's looking good. 3's even better. But like I said, as long as you're close. Now it looks to me, I'm seeing the blue there. Should I zoom in really far? I think I will. I'm going to go to 400 and pan. And then so I press the pan button, and now I can slide my screen over, and I can show you better. So what I'm seeing the blue, and I need it to go over that way. So 1, 2, let's press 3. Oh no, it's going over there. So the 2 was better. Okay, let's go back to the 200%. Oh, pan, and get that in the middle. Oh, I didn't press pan. There. Okay, we're looking good. Okay, so we moved it so it was right on top of the placement line. Okay. Now, I need the tack down for the globe fabric. And wouldn't you know, it's on the machine that John took. So, I am going to have to go in and erase, but you won't have to. We're going to get that globe to you. We'll put it on our website. So, add IQ Designer. Pocket with the arrow pointing out, the flash drive, B pocket, there's my globe, okay, there it is. I'm going to zoom in, let's go to 200, oh that's going to be too hard to see, let's go to 400, so I can see here though, if I just break that line right there and right there, I'll be able to cut the rest away. So I'm going to go to 400, pan, and slide over. And so I just need to break that line. So I'm going to press the eraser. This is another time I have to have a mouse because it right, your finger hides it. So I'm going to just press here. That's pretty big. I like it. I like that dot to be a little smaller. And see, it's really big because I've zoomed in. I'm just going to go here. I feel like I want it to be bigger. I'm going to 800. Oh, that's much better. So whenever I have to erase, I'm good there. I might, try to get rid of, no, it's not going to make any difference. So now I need to pan and slide this over to the other side and break the line on the other side. So I need to press eraser. Okay, now click down and I move up. I usually just do a little bit at a time because if I break all the way through, oh, I did. Oh, see, I broke all the way through. Okay, so I have to undo. Bring that back. There it is. It came back. I just there. Okay, I did good. Okay, so now I'm going to go to 200. Oh, I got to get it to the center. So I'm going to pan and move it to the center so we can see it better. Then I'm going to click on my magic wand. So on the select button at the bottom, click on the select button, the magic wand, click on that part of the design. See, it selected the whole thing because everything's connected, and I'm going to cut it away. I think I have a fingerprint on my machine. Yes, I do. I have a fingerprint. I thought it was a dot on my screen. Okay, so we'll close that, but I need to save this. So save, which is the pocket, save it on the machine, and I want to save it on my flash drive too. So then Kate will have an easy time finding it so she could put this on the site. Okay, so there is our globe. So you'll just bring up the globe. You won't have to do any of that erasing. All right, now we press line properties. We're tacking down the fabric. So we're going to the straight stitch again. And orange. I just pick a color I haven't picked yet. Because did you see how having the steps in different colors helped me see when I had one on top of the other? So orange, then line bucket. Click on the line to turn it orange. Then next. And here we are again. So we're going to go turn it. So we need them to help us make that default off instead of on. So we won't have to press that every time. But we're going to click on and turn it off. Then OK. Set. That was step 74. OK. We don't have to worry. We saved. Is it one on top of the other? No. So it's always selected. It's always working with the last thing that you put in. So let's go up to edit, move in order to get to our center button. So we press move. Let's center it. No. So now we need to move it up. But I still center it because then I know left to right it's centered. Oh, I'm way up too high. I'm making it go up. Okay, I'm pretty close there. So I'm going to zoom in. Let's go to 200, and I can see the orange, and that's the orange one was the last one. So that's, see how the red box is around the orange right now? So I'm just going to move that up. Maybe one more. That looks good. Left to right. I'm just going to try moving it to the right. Oh, that's even better. Like that wouldn't have mattered. You know, that's that close. Okay. Okay. So now, okay, what do we want to do? So we have our fabrics there. Next thing I want to put in are my fancy fills. Okay, I almost didn't put fancy fills and I had to start all over last night and do and add the fancy fills. So okay, so we're gonna say okay here. So we need to add to this. Okay, so you are gonna go step 77 is add, then IQ Designer or My Design Center, pocket with the arrow pointing out, that's up at the top. Okay, the complete snow globe with the base. So we're going to press my flash drive, B pocket, complete. There's that globe now, so we're good. The complete snow globe with the base. Okay. All right. I don't want to sew this. I don't want to sew that. I just want to sew the fancy fills. We already tacked down the fabric. So I am going to go to line properties, no sew. Okay. Okay. Line bucket. Click on the line to make it no sew. it's all connected. So I only had to click on it once. Okay, now we're going to the next page, which we're on step 86. Click on fill properties. So see, it's a piece of paper with a filled in block behind it. So fill properties, decorative fills, select, give it a second because there's so many fills in there. Sometimes it takes a second or two for it to pop up. Okay, pick a fill. And I'm always doing, for the base, I didn't want flowers on the base. I picked this one, 006. You can slide around, find whatever you want. It might be cute to have this one. Maybe I should do this one different. But the one I did was this one, okay? But I love this one, 016, okay? Then, and then click on OK. Fill bucket. So I can see it's going to be red. I can see my fancy fill there. Fill bucket. Now this might be a time you want to do this with the mouse because, well, let's zoom in. Let's go to 200 because then I can still use my finger. So I've got fill bucket highlighted. Click inside the area I want to fill. All right. Then pick another fill. So go back into fill properties. You can either press the paper or press that picture of the fill. All right. And then select. And I just decided that one. I think I did this one on the first one. I just decided I wanted something kind of, I don't know, geometric instead of floral. And I think this would be, let's look at that one. We'll do that one. 018. Okay. And then OK again. Fill bucket is on. So I don't have to touch it again. So I'm going to click down here for the fill bucket. Okay. Now, and then we're going to pick the fill for inside the globe. Okay. So I'm going to go to fill properties again. Select. And I wanted it to look like the snow blowing or the path a snowflake might take. So that's why I went all the way down, and it's one of the brand new fills, and I selected 44. But let's do the bubbles this time. That might look nice. That one might look kind of neat. Okay, so that one is 38. Okay. And then okay again. And then the fill bucket is on. So click inside the area. Okay. Now click on next. This is where we can change the size. Okay. So I'm thinking that those bubbles I think are good. I don't want those too close. Maybe, but that one's awful big. I think I want to go down a little bit. Let's go down to 90 on that one. Okay. Okay, see, it only changed the size of the fill I was working on. Okay, let's click this arrow. Now it's going to change. It's working on that bigger part of the base. And you could hardly see that. So I want to go down pretty far on that one. Oh, there's 65. Let's look at it. I think that's better. I can see the shape of it better. Okay, now the bottom. So let's go to the bottom. And I want that, because that's such a small piece, I want it small. The farthest it goes down is 50%, so okay. There, I think that's good. Let's zoom in and see what we think. Okay, pan. I wonder if I went to 55. See how I've got some cut off? I wonder if I go to 55, okay. 60, okay, maybe 65. So I'm just looking, the top is cut off. Oh, I didn't press okay. Maybe one more, 70. See, I was hoping for 2, but it's not working out, is it? I think I better go small again, because then the fancy fill, we can see the shape of the base better. So I'm good there. All right. Now, oh, guess what? it's going to stop to cut the jump stitch everywhere. We can't link them together if I press link. So I'm going to go to 200 so you can see. Maybe I'll pan. Oh, I didn't do that. Okay. Pan, link. See, because all three are different, the link button doesn't work. I have to do them all separate. So I'm going to turn outline on this time. So watch it, watch the bubbles, and you will see it's stitching around. So instead of cutting the jump stitches, like 50 times, it's going to stitch over to the next area, and that saves you time. So we're going to select the next one. So I'm pressing my arrow up above. There's the fancy fill, the lattice with the stars, and I'm going to turn the outline on. Okay. There, and we're going to do the same thing because look at all where it's going to cut. All right, so the arrow, outline, on. Oh, I have to press OK. I was sitting waiting for something to happen. Okay, so we are looking good. All right, now we better save. We did a lot of work. So save on the machine. You can save on your flash drive. Now, okay, okay, because I have, let's see, save on the machine. Oh, then set. Okay. Is it in the center? No. Look I'm going to go to 200. See, it's off center. So I need to go to edit, move, center. There, it's good now. But you could check all of them. You could press, but we already centered all the others. So we're good. We're good. So, okay. Then, so I have to say, okay. Now I want to add, so now we add an embroidery design, okay? So add, okay. I don't go into IQ Designer. I want to show you the new filtering feature. So I'm going to select a menu on the machine, and I am going to go up to filter. So up to the top to filter. I need designs that are less than 4 by 4. So I'm going to click on size. Lower limit, I want anything that's under 4. So my lower limit is 0. My upper limit is going to be 4 by 4. And just from doing it, if I arrow backwards, I get to the 4 by 4 faster. Okay, so I have 4 by 4. Now look at this. Okay. And okay again. Now it's going to ask me the number of colors. So I could go in and say, I don't want to do any more than 10 colors. So I'm going to turn these off. I don't want anything that has 11 or more colors. So, okay, then apply. Now it's going to show me every design that I have on that menu. And look I have a little snowman. I think we got to do the snowman. But let's see what other ones I have. Well, this is really pretty. This is one of my favorite designs. I got to do this one because I got to show you this one. But it's got gold in it. But I did this one on the first one. But this one, I'm going to select it. Ooh, it's a little big. We might have to move it around or change the size. So set. But you saw the snowman, right? Okay, another place. So Kate, we put it on my flash drive. Okay, so if you get Spree Club this month, so I'm going to return, and I'm going to press my pocket, press the flash drive, then the B pocket. I think did he put him in the B pocket? I can't remember. Red leaf, there's a lot of stuff on here. But I'm going to go to B pocket. And let's see, are they down here? There's a whole bunch of them on Spree Club. So it must not be on that flash drive. Oh, where is it?
Is it the other one? You have plugged one for them out?
Yeah, so let's pull this one out and put this one in. And I keep meaning to get one of those OESD things that, it's the flash, the port is, I can pull it forward so it's easier to get to. I always forget about those. And every time I go to plug in, I wish I had it. Okay, So now we're going to check this flash drive. And we'll check B pocket. No.
I think if you go back and you scroll down a little bit.
Okay, we'll see the. Oh, there they are. Look at this. Look at this little houses. Okay, let's see though. Okay, see, there's all kinds of cute ones that you get with Spree Club this month. Gingerbread men, a snowman. Look at that snowman. That's really cute. So Holly. So this, I love the little house, right? Okay, let's see, because it's too big. Let's just see. Set it. It's too big. So I have to edit it. And I have to go to size, then resize. I needed to adjust the stitch count. Okay to reset the pattern? Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to shrink it down. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see. I think, well, it looks like it's a good size right there. I'm hiding my my fancy fill. I think just a little bit smaller. There's 3.91. Okay, let's put it in the center and then move it up. I'm crossing over here. We need to zoom in. 200. Okay, it's hard for you guys to see, isn't it? But I can see it's that outline. This is going to be so cute. Do you think a little smaller? This looking kind of big. I mean, I like the size, but let's go. Oh, yeah, we have to go smaller. Look at the holly. And then maybe move it down a little. So I'm looking it over, making sure it all fits in. I love it. So it's going to be an applique. So I'm going to have to do more work. Maybe if I go to 400, can you see any better? I bet if I change a thread color.
Yeah.
So let's go to 200 and let's say, okay. And then here's my thread colors. And I got to go, I guess, all the way to the bottom. And, okay, it's going to do a bunch of things in black. But I want to find white. Chrome, maybe chrome. Chrome. And I'll just change it to a dark color. Okay, okay. There, and let's zoom in. I just did that just so it would be easy. Oh, I did 400. We just want to go to 200. Look at that. So that's going to be adorable, isn't it? Okay, but you got to buy Spree Club in order to get these unbelievably adorable designs. Okay, so I better save, but we still need to tack down our vinyl. We need to tack down the backing fabric because we don't want all those ugly stitches to show from the back. And then we need to satin stitch everything. So we're not done. Okay, but I'm going to keep this. I'm going to work with this one because I want to sew this one. So, but let's save because we've done a lot of work. Save it on the machine. Okay, now, okay, so we added an embroidery design. Okay, we filtered it. Okay, so now we're going to add and then IQ Designer. Okay, or My Design Center. Pocket with the arrow pointing out. The snow globes, we just need the circle, the snow globe. Okay, this is just to tack down the vinyl. But you saw what I did, right? I sprinkled snowflakes. So these are going to be really cute. Okay, so line properties. I just want to do a straight stitch. Now, I haven't worked with vinyl. I know Kathy has worked with vinyl a lot. But I'm worried that the short stitch length might perforate my vinyl. So this is the one time that I'm going to change the stitch length. So I went straight stitch, purple. Okay, just a color I haven't used so I can see the colors and make sure everything is lined up properly. Then line bucket, click on the line to turn it purple. Next. Oh, I didn't pick straight stitch. I thought I did. So now look at, see, it's zigzag. So I got to go up there, pick straight stitch, purple, and okay. Maybe I didn't do line bucket. but it's purple now. It is going to do that in straight stitch now. Okay, under sewing, off. Okay, run pitch. That is the stitch length. Now it's in inches, and 0.080 makes no sense to me. I'm used to doing it in millimeters, so I'm going to go to the settings page. I'm going to go to page 9 of 12 and change it from inches to millimeters. We'll probably change it right back for the next step, but okay, so I have it at 2. I'm worried that's too short, so I'm going to just take it up to like 2.5, maybe even one bigger. I just don't want to perforate that vinyl and have it get a hole in it. So Kathy will tell me tomorrow. She's working tomorrow. She'll tell me tomorrow whether or not you have to worry about that. Okay, so then, okay. So I turn the outline so it will only go around once, and I have my stitch length at 2.6. So now I'm going to go to my next page. So now we are on step 126. So remember, I am going to make a couple different snow globes and put it on the flat completely. So you don't have to do this if you don't want to. So in our ultimate Christmas bundle, we are going to have them all ready for you to sew. So, and have all the materials in there for you to use too. Okay, so set. Okay. What am I looking at? I'm looking to make sure that that's one on top of the other, and it isn't. I think I'll go to 200 so you can see better. See how my purple isn't on top? So what do I need to do? I need to center it. Press edit, move, the button with the 4 arrows, center. Oh, it's down there now. I got to move it. Oop, move too fast. See, I'm watching here. So I can go to 400. Well, I can see it down here. So I'm watching the movement. That's better. That's even better. So, okay, so I moved it. All right, let's just pan. The pan is on. I can see it highlighted, so I can just go, yeah, that's good. So if we go left, what is moving? Oh, there. I think that was good. So I think we're good. Let's go back to 200. Okay, so we just tacked down the vinyl. Now we have to tack down the fabric to the back. So we'll have to take our hoop out. We'll cut a piece of fabric and tape it to the back, and then we're going to stitch it because we don't want all the stitching to show on the back of our Christmas ornament. So we are going to, okay, so tack down. So we press OK. All right, let's go. I'm going to center this. So I turned pan off. So I'm just going to put it in the center. Okay, so do I need to go back to IQ Designer? No, because I already have this in here. I'm going to press edit, and it was the very first step. Remember that had the placement line and the tack down for the pieces on the front. I'm going to select it by touching it. Okay, and then I am going to press edit. First I selected it by touching it. Press edit, then copy it. It's not in the right spot, but I'm going to move it on top. So I have to go to move. I'm going to center it first. Oh, that's good. It's centered. Okay, so let's look at edit. And, oh no, edit here. And if I slide up, you will see that it was the last step I put it, even though it was the first one that I selected. I copied it, so it put it at the end. So there is my tack down for the fabric. I just thought, rather than erase those inner lines, I'm okay with it doing the satin stitch on those. So I think it'll make it look cuter from the back. So, okay, so now we have to add the satin stitch. So we're going to go add IQ Designer. I bet somebody out there is yelling save. I should have saved because we did a lot of work. Okay, pocket with the arrow pointing out. We want the whole snow globe. Remember, that's on my flash drive. So flash drive, B pocket, It's not the right flash drive. So we're going to slide this one out and slide this one back in. Oh, and of course I dropped it. Let's see if I can get it. I got it. Okay. In there. Okay, so now I have it in. So flash drive, B pocket, the whole thing, right? Because we did the tactile. Now I want the satin stitch, so I need the satin stitch on everything. Okay. Am I going to do the satin stitch in different colors? No, it would be too much work. I'm going to do it in silver metallic the whole way around. Okay, so here I'm going to go to line properties. That's step 138. Line properties. It's already on zigzag. You can press it again. Blue, just because, you know, I don't think I've used blue yet. Blue, okay. Line bucket. Click on the line to turn it blue. Okay. And then next. Now here's where we change the width. It's at a 2mm width. To make sure that, you know, I have to do all that trimming, I am going to learn the scan and cut. I promise you. I'm dying to learn it, but we got to get it. So we have 3 big projects going. We're getting the Christmas boxes out. We have to get, we have to do Tommy's fall harvest. It's all, everybody's working on it in the whole building, everybody, as we're going to be cutting his fabric and packing his boxes for fall harvest. Then we have to help Kathy with the last 35 kits for Winter Wonderland. So we have 4 more fall bundles. We're waiting for the fabric arrive. It was supposed to arrive today. So we've got all those projects. So after I get all my projects done, I am determined to learn the scan and cut. But here, I changed my zigzag width to 5. Patty told me that. I was going to 4. She said, no, go to 5. Then you don't have to worry if you have little chunks of fabric. But then I want it to look really nice and be really filled in. So I am going to go to density and bring that up to the 110. See, I can't even go up any higher, but okay. All right, I think we are done. Now, wait a minute. Okay, so set. Okay. Is it in the center? No, of course not. So there. See, it's not. So I have to go to edit. Remember, this is what's selected. I can see the red boxes around the blue. So edit, move, center. Now, if I want to zoom in and take a look and see, I can go to 400. And I'm looking at the satin stitch, and it's hard to see because I increased the density, but I can see that straight stitch is going right down the center of my satin stitch, which is exactly what I want to see. So you could double check that if you wanted, but as long as you center everything, you should be okay. All right, now I'm going to press OK, press memory, save on the machine, save it on the flash drive, save it everywhere. Okay, save. See, you can save wirelessly. I don't know how to do that yet, so I'll learn that and I'll show you. Okay. Oh, okay. Now, okay. Okay, how are we going to hang it? We don't have a hanger. We don't have a hole. Okay, so we're not done. So we are going to go to, okay, so we got to add. How are you going to add? Okay, I have that on step 155. So add. IQ Designer. See, there's a lot of steps, isn't there? Pocket with the arrow pointing out. I need that whole snow globe there. So B pocket, get my whole snow globe, because otherwise I don't know where to place it. But do I want to stitch that? No. So we're going to go to line properties. No sew. No sew. Okay. Line bucket. Click on it. It grayed out, so it's not gonna sew it. Okay, so then I'm gonna go into shapes. So now we're on step 164. So shapes, then number 11, the circle. Oops, number 11, the circle. Okay, now you know why I was here till 8 o'clock last night, because I kept thinking of things and thinking of steps. But, okay, but it's fun. It's fun. Okay, and what makes it the most fun is when you guys post pictures of the projects and make it your own, you know, change to a different embroidery design, change the fancy fill. All right, now go to size. Look at how big my hole is for hanging. So we're going to make a little hole. And I went down to a 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch, but see, I'm in millimeters again. So I'm going to go to the gear and page 9 of 12, go from millimeters to inches, and okay. Now we're going to shrink it down. Look at this keypad point. It won't let me. It won't let me go to 0.25. So I can't use the keypad. So I'll just press OK, and I'll go to size and just shrink it down manually. So there I'm watching those numbers go down, because I want to go all the way down to 0.25. Oh, there's 2424. That's good. 0.25. I think it's good. I don't know. I haven't sewn it, but we will know in a couple minutes. Okay. Then okay. Where is it? It's under that plus. So first thing I need to do is move it. So let's go to size and move it. There it is. Okay, I can't see good enough, so I'm going to go to 200. Oh, that's better. So size. Now you could click on it, but see my finger. How do I know it's in center? I don't. I need to go up to settings. I need grid. That big, I use that one often because then I can see when I'm in center. Let's center it and then just move it straight up. So I see that line. And I don't want to go too high up because then it'll hit my satin stitch. So I think I'm good there. So, okay. Now, how do I want it to sew it? I want to go line properties, zigzag, and what color? I went bright pink. I was just looking for a color I didn't use yet. And then, okay. Then line bucket, and click on the line to turn it. So I'm just going to touch it. There. Okay, so it's pink now. And then, oh, okay, but look, it isn't selected. So if I felt like, oh, I wanted to move it, the only way to move it is go to the magic wand and click on it. So if you decided you wanted to move it, it had to be selected. Okay, so I'm going to close that off. Click on next. Okay, there it is. I'm going to keep it at default. Let's look at it. Let's look at it close. So here's, oh, can't see it. So that's pan. I think that looks pretty good. I have no idea though. So I'll have to put a note on, or I'll tell you, somehow I'll get the message to you if the 0.25 is too big. All right, so we are going to set it. Okay. And there, oh, look at it's touching the roof. Now remember, that's the last thing selected. Let's zoom in. So 200. Oh, it's not touching the roof, but I still would like that up. So I'm going to zoom to 400 just so you can see. And you can't see it, so I got a pan, and it's already on pan. How do I know it's on? Because it's gray behind it. So I can move it down so I can see it better. So edit. Move. It's the only thing selected, so that's the only thing that's going to move. So I'm thinking right there. So I'm far enough away from the house and far enough away from my satin stitch. Okay. Then, okay. Memory. Save on the machine. Maybe I even want to save it on that flash drive too, since who knows, I may be on a different machine tomorrow. Oh, I probably pressed it, but I didn't realize. Okay, should we add the date? We can. Okay, let's go up. So, oh, I'll better go to 200. I'll see better. Okay, so let's say we want to add the year. Okay, okay, so we are going to add the fonts. Pick a font. Now, I don't have show preview on. So I like show preview because then I can see what it's going to look like. This is the new font. I haven't seen any numbers. So 20, 25, it's kind of slanted. I think I'd like something straight up and down and cuter looking. So I'm going to cancel that one. And one I always liked was, I like 406. Let's go 406. 405 and 406. Yeah, I like those numbers better. So you decide, you look at it, and then we will put the year. Okay, so I'm going to go to numbers, and then 20, 25. Now take a look. Look how big it is. So this is the size. So it's more like what you do on your computer. So it's, I guess, 30 millimeters tall. Now, if I go minus, I should have done it at the first one. I want to change the size on all four numbers. So I'm going to press ABC. So there's pink behind it now. So let me press it again to 1 and see the pink went away. So pink means it's selected. And then I'm going to go down in the size. I'm just going to hold it down. I still don't know what size it is. I need to move it. There's 22, 21. I think it has to go down. So there's 14. Let's stay there. I wonder if it'll let me move it. No. Okay, so set it. And then edit, move, and move it down. Oh, still too big. Okay, so okay. Text, right here, the T. Text, 2025. No, I want it smaller. Oh, no, I don't have it selected. Okay, ABC is selected. So now, see, it went to 30. And what I did, 14. So let's go down. I bet I could have pressed size. There's 13, 12, 11. Let's go to 11. Set it. Let's zoom in and take a look. There it is, but I can't see, so move it up. Maybe I think I'd like to move it down. So I'm going to go to the move button and press this and put it where I want it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's save it. Save on the machine. Save it on my flash drive. Okay, save it on the flash drive. Save it everywhere so you don't lose it. Let's go down to 200. And there, it's looking really cute, isn't it? Okay, so I did write down the steps. I lost track of, because you're going to pick your own fancy fill. You're going to pick your own embroidery design. So I'm not sure how many steps you're going to have. Let's see how many steps I have. 31 steps. But that's because I put that little, not a candy house. What is, like, why I'm drawing a blank. But sugar plum house or gingerbread house. Okay, so that's why I couldn't tell you what number. Yours will be different depending on what embroidery design you select. It'll be different depending if you put the date in or not. Okay, so should I show them stuff or should I sew the vinyl?
Let's sew the vinyl.
Sew the vinyl, okay. Okay. Now look at this. I taped my vinyl down, but this vinyl had been rolled, and so look it's lifting. So I either put more tape or, I'm here now, so I can hold it down. Okay, so I'm going to slide it in. Okay, there, making sure. So see my snowflakes. Look at that, one snowflake is right near where it's going to sew. So I better tap that in there. Where can I get to tap it in? Maybe a sharp little pair of scissors. Probably my squeezy snips would have done it. Okay, one's trying to get away. Oh, this was fun. It was. Oh, maybe I should just take it out. Take it out. Okay. Okay, and I'll slide it on. Okay, so now I'll have to pull back up the design that I was doing. So I am hoping I saved it on a stick, right? So I'm going to go home. Okay, because we switched my machine when I wasn't completely sewn out. So let's just check and see if I have it saved on this one. Yes, I do. It's right here. Oh, I forgot to tell you. You need to rotate it. I better go back in and show them that later. Okay. Because if you rotate it when you're in the edit screen, it's only going to rotate whatever it has selected. So you have to go all the way into embroidery and then rotate. Okay, so here we're going to set it. Okay, and then I am going to go to embroidery. And here it's got my mouse in the way. Plus minus, because I need to get to the tack down for the globe. So, and that was way at the bottom. So I'm just plussing. I can see the numbers. See, this one only has 17 colors, 17 steps. The other one had 31. It'll be a family heirloom. It'll be worth it. Okay, so there is my globe. Let's just check what the next one is. No, that's the whole globe. So there we go. All right, we're good. And I'm going to sew. I have never sewn with vinyl, and I'm kind of nervous because it's like it's thick. And do I have thread in? Yes, I do. But what color? Blue. No good. Okay, I'm going to put my silver in. So I'm going to cut that. Okay, we have a new gadget I'm going to show you right now. And this is for Avenir and Radiance owners. You know how hard it is to thread it when you're at this point? Well, I put one of these thread cutters on the side of the machine. Okay, and I have my MS1. So it's silver, it's the bright silver. That's what I put the one that's called aluminum in, and it looked too gray for me. So I have a thread net on because sometimes these metallics like fall off the spool. So I put the thread net up inside. If you cut that thread net to fit, it's going to slide off. So when you put it up inside, it's going to make it hold when you put the spindle up through. It'll hold that thread net in place. So here I'm going to put my spool cap on and then thread it like normal. I'm pulling on it, making sure it's going in the thread guides. I go to 6, 7, and then I cut off on my new little cutter here. So cut it. It'll cut in either direction. So I'm still deciding which way is better. So I could bring it under to cut it or over to cut it. And then I'll press my needle threader. Oh no, I pressed needle down. Okay, so I'll have to put it in again because that would have pulled on it. So I have to go here, here, here. Well, I'm going to go up over. And then now here's my needle threader. And there it worked, okay? But it's a little longer. So see, it's still here. So, I mean, if you're like me, my fingers don't work like they used to. My hands don't work like they used to. So it was hard for me to get to this thread cutter here. So I thought I'd try out having that one, and I really do like having it. Okay, so we're good. Now we're finally going to sew. And I'm just holding the vinyl down because it seems to want to bubble up. I feel like it's going too fast for me, but it's okay. Okay, I'll let it go. Okay. It's like, whoa, you're moving too fast. But I could have slowed it down. Another thing you could do is you can hold your button in, and that makes it so slow. I wish it sewed a little faster, though. It's a little slow for me. But when you release it, it resumes sewing at the higher speed. It did good. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tape so I need to trim. I need to trim my vinyl because otherwise it'll get caught in there. I was thinking maybe I could just put the backing on and I could trim later, but it might sew down the vinyl. So I'll need to trim that vinyl. So I bet I could use my squeezy snips, but when I trimmed the Peltex, so that was one of the first steps you needed to do was to tack down the Peltex, and I tried to Peltex or I always forget Kimberbell's version of it, but it's the same as Peltex. We'll be showing you that in a minute. So I'm gonna trim close. Sometimes these, the little applique scissors are just easier. Oh, it's looking very cute. Okay, let's see.
Do you know how thick the vinyl is for it?
It's by Annie's vinyl. So no, I could, usually it was like 12 gauge. But
it says this one is 16 gauge.
16 gauge, okay. And see, by Annie's is always doing pockets with vinyl and bags with vinyl. And she sells it in the perfect size package. So, okay, let's see where I am now. I'm getting there. Oop, kind of made that a little wide. You really can't see it in case Kathy calls it giving it a haircut after she trims really fast. Okay, so now my next step, and I'll just stay right here. I'll get my piece of fabric. We're going to go to the other side. I'm a little worried. I'll make sure that my hoop is really tight. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I have a piece of fabric cut. At least I think I did. Did I? Yes, I have my fabric. And I have my tape dispenser, and I have the brand new Kimberbell adorable tape dispenser. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this over and tape my fabric in place, making sure I'm covering everything. So I'll put tape it here. Don't really want to get where it's going to sew. No, I'm far away from where it's going to sew. And I'll get another big piece. I don't want a corner to fold over or anything. There. Okay. Right. I think I'm just going to be careful putting it in. See, it wants to. Oh no, what am I doing? Okay. Wouldn't I die if I fell? But I think I can see through it, so I can see it's sitting in the right spot. Okay, now, okay, so I'm going to leave the silver metallic in, and so it's going to tack my backing, so we'll sew. I still have it on the plus minus. Yeah, I was having trouble with the King Star earlier, and so that's why I put the thread nut on. I should know, just put the thread nut on right from the start. And then I also put in a brand new needle, and then no trouble. And look at this. It's sewing through vinyl. Look at my snowflakes shaking there. So. And I don't remember, it was all one line, but it jumps around to sew it. And I thought at first that maybe I did have a hole in it, but I didn't have a hole. Now I'll have to trim the back. So I'll get my scissors handy. There we go. And then I still have 2 more steps. Remember, I have to satin stitch the whole thing, which it's going to take it a while. And remember, the last thing that I put in was the hole. Oh, look at how good it's looking. Isn't it? And see, they're shaking around there. It is so cute. Okay, We're good. All right.
What size needle are you using?
9014 embroidery. Yeah, it seems like that's the one I go to all the time. And I don't have any trouble, so. Like at first we had the 8012 titanium, but then I thought, oh no, I'm metallic. I need a needle that has a little bigger eye. So the bigger your needle, the bigger the needle eye. I never go to a metallic needle. See, metallic needles have a really large eye. But you know, with King Star, you don't run into trouble. Isn't this is really cute. I love it. Now, if somebody's smart, will embroider the back fabric with like baby's first Christmas or something, right? Yeah. With love from Grandma, 2025. Gam, they call me Gam. Yes. Joni and I went Christmas shopping. And of course, we just went to the toy store. There's a unbelievably nice toy store near us. Kate, do you have any little brothers and sisters that you have to get toys for?
I have nieces and nephews.
Nieces and nephews. Oh, it's. Macy's has the best deals on toys. So if you have a lot of nieces and nephews, you may want to head to Macy's because they now have Toys R Us inside Macy's.
Really?
It's not real big though. It's not real big, but I think in some areas it is. But really good deals. I feel like I didn't trim close enough, so this is what Kathy calls it, giving it a haircut. I think a little more cut. Okay. All right. So many good things going on, isn't there? Like so many good projects. Mm-hmm. Okay. So there. Okay. Now, okay, it's switching to the satin stitch. And now a lot of times when it does the satin stitch, it does do, yeah, it's going to do a under sewing underneath. I can see my snowflakes shaking around. So I guess we could show them products. Maybe let's let it start the satin stitch. There it is. So you know I have sew-and wash in here. It's going to sew, I forget how many minutes. I think it said 17. I'm just going to press OK here to get out of this screen. Oh, 8 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, let's go show them stuff. Okay, it is looking really, really cute. I really think the one with the little gingerbread house is going to be cute. So...
the mini duckbill scissors in the bubble right now.
Okay. The mini duckbill. I do better with those, than the bigger ones. There's times when I want to use the big one. So, but you have to have the little ones. So I trim faster with it than the squeezy snips sometimes. So, okay. Now... All right. Oh, so here's a fabric bundle. So if you want to get started right away, we made a couple of fabric bundles. Are these half-yard cuts? Yeah, half-yard cuts. Okay, so these are the exact fabrics I use. So I use this pale blue Fairy Frost. Okay. Then I think this one was a Hoffman. Oh, no, Timeless Treasures. Yeah, Timeless Treasures with the silver swirl. I just thought it would look really good. Okay, and then I wanted that band at the bottom to be darker, and so I found this Fairy Frost. So there's one bundle.
And it comes with the snowflakes.
Oh yeah, it comes with snowflakes. It's going to come with a little bag of snowflakes. So, all right. They're saying they love it. Yeah. So, yeah, it is a snow globe ornament is what we're making today. Yes. Okay, now look at this. Okay, so imagine this with Christmas designs with gold. So this is what you're going to do the globe out of. I would do the bigger piece of the base in the red, and then this honey shimmer. It's going to look gold. This golden shimmer for that small band at the bottom. So, and of course I would use the gold metallic thread too. So, okay. All right, now, what's that? Oh, the sew and wash. Oh, we do, I forgot to tell you, we do have it in other sizes, but these girls are serious. If you own a machine that has IQ Designer, you're going to use this sew and wash. So I wouldn't get a small one. You're going to use it over and over again. So this is our favorite size, is to get the 20-inch by 25 yards. Then you've got a good amount. You could do lots of ornaments, lots of in the hoop projects. Okay, so sew and wash 20-inch by 25 yards.
How many globes are they going to be able to make per
With
kit?
this, like, look at this. So like I thought, okay, so you got the globes. Look how many globes you're going to be able to cut. You're going to be able to do, you know, what, 4-inch, easy, 20. But you won't have 20 backing. You could pull from your stash for the backing. Or, see, you're only going to use little pieces of the red and gold, so you're going to back it with these. So would you say, okay, look how big this is. Yeah, I'm going to say 20. Yeah. So you'll be sewing up till midnight on Christmas Eve. Snow globes. So I got to make sure I give them plenty of snowflakes. Yeah, okay. We better do a separate bag of snowflakes. We'll do that on Thursday night.
Yeah.
We'll show them this on Thursday. Yeah. Okay, in case you want a year, in case you are planning on sewing till Christmas Eve at midnight. Okay, now.
We have some of your metallic threads.
Okay, and I was pulling them. So, okay, MS1 is the one I'm sewing on now. Wait till you see how good it looks. Yeah, it's like,
Do we
should
want
I
to show it? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so good. Look at it. Look at that satin stitch. That looks really good. Okay, all right, that's very good. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, so MS1 is the bright silver. The bright silver. I like that one the most. Okay, now the next one, MA5, here's MA5. So I was going to use this one, and I went here, oh yeah, that's perfect with it, right? But then I put it up against that one, I didn't like it as much. So that's why I went, I'm doing the whole thing in MS1, but I mean, you're going to want to have every single color of the metallic. They're so nice. Yeah, Pat, the instructions were put on our website. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe, you could tell them where it is, yeah. Right? Yeah, so, okay. All right, too bad there isn't a King Star that's like a navy blue, but check out the next color. Here it is. Look at this. I like this with both. Okay, so this one is MA7, right? Even though, but see, the Fairy Frost part is a lighter blue. I love that one with it. So that would have been really pretty to sew all of your satin stitch with this one. MA7, of course you can use regular thread, you know, our exquisite embroidery thread or any embroidery thread, you could use it. But I just love the shine of the metallic. It just looks extra pretty. Okay, now the next one is the aluminum. I wish I could show you the difference of this one with the MS7, but it's aluminum, so it's a little more gray. And I started to sew out the snowflakes on it with this, and I didn't like the gray. But just know, you know, that it's called aluminum, so it has a little more gray in it, and you can see it better sometimes. So then the MS1, then the bright silver. Okay, now the next thing we have, so how are we going to get the hole in the um, in the fabric, you know, how are we going to cut that hole? We're going to use our hole punch. Now it comes with different size hole, but all you do is go like that. Oops, I went crooked. Okay, so here, does it always twist it like that? I'm going to have to get Kathy to show me. Miss Matt, we are going to get her to show us. I think this mat is maybe too hard. We're going to try one more time. I wasn't ready for it to spin, but I bet it'll spin. We'll try this on Thursday night. But this is how Kathy always does her holes, and she makes it look really easy. Yes, so there. I'm not doing it right. You know, it doesn't look like it's got something in it. So we'll show you on Thursday. Now, somebody said the Christmas bundle. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to do the Christmas version of the fall table runner. Okay, Deb is designing that as we speak. I got to show you on my phone what I'm working on, because I'm more excited about this than I am about the. Okay, so I'm going to go to my photos. So you remember I said I can't sleep at night, and I'm screenshotting. See, this is what inspired me here. So to do the snow globe, that's what made me put the band down at the bottom. So that's kind of what got me going. All right, so now I'm going to find what, oh yeah, wait till you see this. You're going to die. Look at this. We are going to make this, okay? So we're going to do it two different ways. I'm going easy, and I'm going to split it into 4, and we're going to fill it with fancy fills, okay? So let's say if you have a 9.5 by 14 hoop, then your maximum size is going to be about 9.25. So that means that this will be 18 inches. So that's if we split it into 4. Now, the other way to do it is to split it into 8 of these, I don't know what to call it, like a diamond shape. Okay, so I'm going to do it in the 8. Okay, and we're going to sew it together. That way you can make it as big as you want it. You could do each one of these sections 14, 16, 18 inches. Okay, so this is going to be my project for this coming up Monday. Yeah. Now look so we're going to do this all in IQ Designer. We're going to satin stitch the pieces down, and then after it's sewn together, we're going to go and we're going to put the stars on. We're going to rehoop it and put the stars on. So half of them, so look at this one. So when we do it in the 4s, maybe what we should do, tell everyone, start out with it in the 4s. This is a pattern. See how it says minus 46%? I went to a site, and believe me, I've bought things from them before, and I never received them. I've bought things from them 3 times, and I never received them. But this pattern was $29.95 minus 46%, so it came to 16 something. And so it's a Facebook scam. You know, I think this project is done on AI. You know, I have a lot of those. On my phone because I want to copy them. So, so I screenshot them and I look at them and go, we could make that. We could make that. I even thought this was neat. So this is another one. It's an AI thing. It's not really a pattern. It's just, so don't pay the money to get it, because you'll be like me, you won't get it. Did any of you get fooled by the beautiful doll that was on Facebook? I think it was last year, maybe the year before. It was this beautiful doll, and it was at like an unbelievably reasonable price, and I got it. I did get it. The doll didn't look a thing like the doll in the ad. Not a thing like it. Oh, what's it doing? Okay, it's ready to do the eyelet. Okay, so I'll just press start. Okay, and then we'll keep going. Okay. Oh, it's really working hard getting through all those layers. But it's going. Oh yeah, it's going. Okay. All right. So I'm really excited about that. That's a Christmas bundle. So far it's going to have ornaments in it. It's going to have the table runner in it, and it's going to have this table topper in it. And Kathy is designing a pillow. So Kathy's going to make us a pillow. And so what we had 4 projects before. Uh, so so we had the towels. We had I'm replacing the towels with ornaments. We had the table runner. We had the pumpkin, an IQ designer, and I'm going to replace that with the table topper. Um, I do have in mind, like everybody said, do a fancy filled snowman. And I'm thinking, oh, you got to make 3 balls. But I found in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep, I found a snowman that was just done with 2. And I thought that is doable, but I may wait to do that for January. We'll see. We're still deciding. So I guess maybe this inspired me. Oh, because you know why it inspired me? I forgot to get it all heated up. But you could put sparkles in it instead of the snowflakes. Yeah, and then you wouldn't even have to put the vinyl over it to hold it. So and so we do have the set of sparkles. Let me show them that. And I wonder how many boxes they got out today.
It seemed like
A lot. There was a lot. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be. Yeah. Don't buy from Facebook. No, no. Whatever it says, don't buy. Don't buy. They're fake. They're fake. Sometimes it's legit, but I've been burned so many times that I go out on the internet and I search for it instead of buying right off of Facebook. I don't trust it anymore. Yeah. I remember Deb here. I have to ask her about it, but they showed these baby chicks on Facebook that looked real. Do you guys remember seeing that? And she ordered them, and I was like, Deb, don't order them. Don't order them. Don't burst her bubble. Maybe I'm wrong. I have to find out from her. She never spoke of those baby chicks again. So either she did not get them at all, which has happened to me, or anybody that's selling patterns, anybody that is selling embroidery designs, like they post something, they say, I made this, and everybody says, where'd you buy it, and they give you a link. Those are fake. So you got to really watch out. So even if somebody like Designs by Juju would post something on Facebook, I would go to their real site to get it. Right? Yeah, been burned too many times. Okay, so we do have this kit, and it's pretty neat. So if you don't have this yet, we've been pushing this for so long. This is the one that heats up the crystals, and then it also comes with a bunch of crystals. This is a brand new one. It has patterns. Look, a peace sign, a smile face, flowers, so you can arrange them. But I would just dot them on like they did here. So you also get a bunch of crystals with it, and they're in different sizes. So that's why you will get different size wands to put on it. And this is just a little carrying case to put it in after you've opened it. But they give you like tweezers, they give you a brush, they give you all kinds of things in here. Makes it fun, but these are really fun to get. And then we also have, so if you bought it before, you're probably running low on the crystals. And these are the iridescent crystals. They used to call them crystal ABs. And they're in different sizes. There's big to tiny. And I think they said there was like thousands. There's like 2,000 crystals in here. And so this will get you going. And they're all hot fixed. So you put it in the top. I want to demo this on Thursday. So I got to leave this here. So I'm ready to demo it. I want to demo it. So, okay. So we're going to demo it. All right. There we go. Okay. Now, what? Oh, we have to show them the stiff stabilizer. Oh, here it is, right here. So this is Kimberbell's version. So shape form. So this is a piece 14 by 28. So what you would be able to get 1, 2, maybe a third, 14. So 4, 4, 4. Yeah, you'd be able to. No, because it's 6. So maybe only 2. But it's folded 3 times. So you'd be able to get 6 of them out of this for sure. If you work it right, probably a 7th. So, okay. And then, what do
we have the Bianni vinyl. I know we don't have the.
Oh, yeah, the vinyl, the Bianni vinyl. It came in today, so we didn't have a roll here, but it came in, and we really like the Bianni. Anything Bianni does is good, right? Everything, her patterns are good, her notions, her everything she does is good. So that's the vinyl, and I think what size does it come in on?
16 by 54.
Yeah, tons, 16-inch by 54-inch. So that'll get one roll will give you plenty. Okay. And then we have, so I've been dying to show this. I'm going to show it again on Thursday, but I love the tape dispenser, the paper tape dispenser with the USB case. Now, we usually put 2 rolls of tape in with this. I have to remember to tell Ryan to keep doing that. Yeah. So the USB case, it holds a ton. Holds 32 USBs. So, and it's pretty. This would be a perfect Christmas gift for someone who sews, wouldn't it be? The whole set would be perfect. Okay. Then we have, OESD Spree Club to get those designs. There. So this is Spree. So you sign it. They're giving us an unbelievable deal. Did they say it goes till Christmas?
We're not sure.
Yeah, maybe.
It might end any day.
Yeah, I know. So, okay. So, but I bet, I don't know. I'm thinking but till the end of November. Yeah. So, okay. So it's normally $5.99. They're giving it to us for $3.99. They're every month. There is tons in it, tons and tons. So, I mean, this kind of gives you a little picture. But there's those cute little designs. There's the house. Look at that one's a cupcake. Is that adorable? So the little designs that I would put inside the snow globe, that little snowman is really cute. The gingerbread men. Then there's this little gingerbread bridge, but it looks like a house, but it's a bridge. And little trees, you get that. The mailbox, so just a cute little decoration. This is kittens knitting. So embroidery designs of kittens knitting. And then just a real pretty, elegant floral design. Snowflakes. We're going to need these very, very, very soon. Tommy's working on a really, really cute design for his winter. So he just finished fall, and but he's working every day on winter, and it's going to be really, really good. So here's some quilting designs that are in with it. Flowers, tons of stuff. This is a scissor case, in the hoop scissor case. So done with sew and wash. Look at the ornament. So ornament, little gingerbread house ornament. And so all of that comes for $399 for the year. So it turns out it's like $33 for the month. And you get all of that. So it's a really good deal. Their digitizing is very high quality too. So I'm really, yeah. Oh, the kit. So there's going to be vinyl that comes with our ultimate Christmas bundle. So just like we did the fall one, we're going to have an ultimate Christmas bundle. There will be vinyl. It won't be that much vinyl. It'll be enough probably to do 2 ornaments, maybe 3 ornaments. So you might want to, it's relatively inexpensive too. It's good to have the right stuff. So, okay. And, the operating manuals. So I don't do well with, what I would do is I would find the pages on the internet. You have to look up your manual on the internet. I'd find the pages and I'd print them out. And would I put them in a safe spot? No, I'd lose them. And so the next time I want to do that same technique, I got to print out the pages again. I do much better with a manual. So there's actually 3 sections to this. Sometimes they put two of the sections together in one book, but you'll get the embroidery instruction manual and then the sewing instruction manual and then the embroidery design guide. So we have it for the Radiance. We also have it for the Avenir. We also have it, I don't know whether you loaded it for the Luminaire and the Solaris. It is, you will learn so much by reading that manual. And we also have Destiny and Dream Machine, right? Yeah, but maybe we don't have, we'll put them up on Thursday. Yeah, because we have a lot of people that traded up to from the, let's say, the Destiny to a pre-owned Solaris. And so there's a lot of people now, new people that own the Destinies. So, yeah. All right. Now, bobbins. Okay, so what they wanted me to do, let's take a look at this, because what they wanted me to do is, or I was thinking I should do, and I probably should have. Oops. Did I? Oh, it wasn't done. I guess the thread broke. I see it broke there. Okay, so I'll go put it back in. But I was afraid to do it. I'm going to have to try it out. For the back of it, I should have put the silver in the bobbin. I have never put silver or King Star in the bobbin and sewn with it. So I was afraid to do it. So I'll try it again. Yeah. So, okay. So, I mean, it doesn't look too bad from the back. This is just using the regular bobbin thread. I was hoping it does blend in. Yeah, so, okay, so there. So I still have to put it back in because it looks like my thread broke. So there, let's see. There's my snowflakes moving around. Okay, all right, and I'll fix that before I go. Okay, so we did everything? We did everything. Yeah. We did everything. So what's going on tomorrow?
We have Kimberbell.
Kimberbell at 3.
And they're working on embroidering some socks.
Socks. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. So, yeah, Kathy has something really fun to show you tomorrow. Yeah. She's okay. So 3 o'clock tomorrow, we are going to be all day working on kits to send out. It's the whole crew. It's just not the kit makers. We said all hands on deck. We're getting them all out. And so Kathy's going to go on until 3, but yeah. Patty thought she didn't think it would work in the bobbin. That's what I was afraid of. I'm going to have to, you could put a pocket on the back for a gift card. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Oh, Ray said it works fine. She must have done it. So you must have put the King Star in the bobbin. Okay, I could have put, very, very pale gray in the bobbin of embroidery thread, and then it would have filled in better. Like I could tell it's embroidery, it's bobbin thread, because it just isn't real thick. But a pale gray would have worked. I'll try on the next one I make. I'll try putting the King Star in the bobbin. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. We will see you tomorrow at 3. Hopefully, all of you will be getting emails saying that your kits are on the way. I know many of you have gotten the email about your Christmas box on the way. I forget how many we've shipped, but a whole bunch of you. We still have maybe only 40 more to go. Hopefully, that's what we're hoping for. Yeah, and so we'll get the rest of those hopefully out tomorrow. And you'll get it in plenty of time for December 1st. So, okay, thank you, everyone. I'm going to go back to work.